Section 70 Safety. Safety 71. General. CPS Energy's most important resource is its employees. Therefore, it is our responsibility to ensure the safety and well-being of each and every employee as well as the public at large. CPS Energy is committed to the development and implementation of safety and health policies, plans, programs, and procedures, which provides a safe environment where our employees can work without accident or injury, and in doing so, protects our community members. It is a priority and core value to inspire and ensure a culture of safety throughout our organization. 71.1 Leadership's Commitment. CPS Energy executives, managers, and our union are all committed to helping create a safe working environment free from hazards. Leaders promote safety through their engaged leadership, inspiring safe actions at all levels of our organization. 71.2 Employees' Commitment. To ensure safety when working around electric utility equipment, CPS Energy personnel must understand electrical safety standards and regulations, adhere to established electrical safety policies and programs, understand electrical hazards, safe work procedures, proper donning of personal protective equipment, PPE, and be committed to improving electrical system safety through design. All employees are accountable for their safety, the safety of others who work with them, and the public's safety. 71.3 Impact on customer safety. By establishing safety as one of our core values, our customers as end users can be assured that they are being delivered a quality, reliable, and safe service from CPS Energy. 71.4 Working on CPS Energy electric lines not permitted. For safety reasons, only authorized CPS Energy personnel may install, operate, maintain, or access electric lines. Any unauthorized access or work on electric lines may result in injury or death. 72 Safety around buried power lines. As a customer, it is impossible to know where underground power lines may be located or to judge how deep they may be buried. Coming into contact with these lines with a shovel or other equipment can cause serious injury or death. In accordance with the Damage Prevention Bill for Texas, House Bill 2295, customers and/or contractors are required to contact the One Call Center telephone number and follow the four-step process of the Dig Safely program prior to beginning any excavation in order to have buried utility lines located and marked for their safety. Refer to helpful numbers listed on the inside front cover page. 7211 Call, Electric and Gas Line Locator Service. The Damage Prevention Bill for Texas, House Bill 2295, took effect October 1998, and is known as the Texas Utilities Code, Title 5, Chapter 251 Underground Facility Damage Prevention and Safety. This law requires facility owners to join a notification one call center and requires excavators to call 48 hours prior to digging. It also requires any notification, one call, center operating in Texas to share messages they receive between the notification centers. This provision is to ensure that excavators need only make one call to notify most facility owners with buried utilities. 72.2 The Dig Safely Program. This program was introduced nationwide in June 1999. Its purpose is to help protect underground utility lines from damage by excavators and protect excavators from the hazards of damaging energized underground lines. The Dig Safely program stresses that safe excavation is a four-step process. 1. Call before you dig. The One Call Center is an integral part of the damage prevention process. Customers may contact the One Call Center by dialing 811 from anywhere in the country a few days prior to digging, and their call will be routed to a local One Call Center. Tell the operator where you are planning to dig and what type of work you will be doing. CPS Energy as your local utility company will be notified about your intent to dig. CPS Energy will coordinate to locate and mark the approximate location of your underground lines, pipes, and cables, so you will know what is below and be able to dig safely. Refer to helpful numbers listed on the inside front cover page. 2. Wait the required amount of time. Texas law requires at least 2 working days notice before beginning excavation. This means a homeowner who is putting in a fence on Saturday must call no later than Wednesday. 3. Respect the marks. CPS Energy or its agents will mark the approximate location of buried electric and gas facilities using paint, flags, stakes, or a combination. During the project, it is the excavator's responsibility to make sure the utility marks remain visible. If the utility locate markings are removed, missing, or not clearly visible, the excavator must call for a remark. 4. Dig safely. Once the work begins, it is up to the excavator to use safe and accepted digging practices. Regardless of how careful the preparation has been, the excavation work must be performed in a prudent and careful manner. The Dig Safely campaign is the result of cooperation between the National Transportation Safety Board, Office of Pipeline Safety, and representatives from the industries that own and operate underground facilities. These industries include communications, local, long distance, and CATV, electric power and gas utilities, pipelines, municipalities, and local, state, and federal regulatory agencies. 73. Safety around overhead power lines. Overhead power lines are for the most part not insulated, therefore, extreme care must be taken to ensure that safe distances are maintained by all personnel and equipment. Texas Law, Texas Health and Safety Code, Chapter 752 forbids all activities in which persons or things may come within 10 feet of live overhead high voltage lines. The law also forbids the operation of equipment such as cranes, derricks, drilling rigs, hay loaders or similar equipment, any part of which is capable of vertical, lateral, or swinging motion within 10 feet of live overhead high voltage lines. Note: to arrange for electric lines to be de-energized, temporarily relocated, temporarily marked, or for other arrangements, contractors shall contact the CPS Energy Customer Service Representative, refer to helpful numbers listed on the inside front cover page. 73. 1 Minimum clearance from overhead lines. CPS Energy maintains minimum clearances from overhead electric transmission and distribution lines to any building or other structure in accordance with the provisions of the National Electric Safety Code, NESC, and regulations established by CPS Energy's Transmission and Distribution Engineering departments. A. Customer buildings or structures. Customers constructing buildings and/or any other structures shall not cause minimum clearances to be compromised. Customers shall coordinate with CPS Energy where constructing buildings or structures near overhead transmission or distribution lines. B. Relocation of overhead electric lines. If relocation or modification of CPS Energy transmission or distribution facilities is necessary to prevent violation of minimum clearances, customer shall be responsible for expenses associated with any actions taken by CPS Energy. C. Safety of workers. Contractors and owners are legally responsible for the safety of construction workers. This law carries both criminal and civil liability. D. Tree trimming near power lines. Where performing tree trimming near energized power lines, customers shall contact CPS Energy prior to trimming or cutting trees to avoid possible injury and/or damage to electric distribution lines and equipment. 73. 2 Downed power lines. Customers should contact CPS Energy immediately where witnessing a downed power line. Assume that all downed power lines are energized and stay away. Call 911 immediately if it is a medical or life-threatening emergency. Never touch someone who may be in contact with a power line. Touching them can cause you to become a victim yourself. Instead, contact CPS Energy or the fire or police department immediately. Refer to helpful numbers listed on the inside front cover page. 74. Safety tips for the public. Electricity in the home or business can be dangerous and customers should take every precaution to use it safely. As parents and community leaders, we need to continue to talk to children about the dangers of electricity. The following are some basic safety rules that everyone should follow. 1. Never climb or play in trees that are located near overhead power lines. 2. Only fly kites in an open field and never near overhead power lines. Should your kite get tangled with a power line, call CPS Energy immediately. Never try to get it untangled, as this can cause serious injury. 3. Remote-controlled model airplanes and drones can cause serious damage and power outages if they come in contact with overhead power lines. Never operate these around overhead power lines. 4. Do not touch someone that may be in contact with an energized electric line. Instead, you should call the police or fire department immediately for help. 5. Stay clear of power substation fences and electrical equipment. Never attempt to climb power substation fences or other CPS Energy equipment. 6. Be careful with electrical outlets and never attempt to insert anything other than approved electrical plugs. 7. Electricity and water do not mix. Never touch any electrical equipment or cords when you are wet or in contact with water. 8. Never pour water onto an electrical fire. This can cause serious injury and does not work to extinguish the fire. 75. Safety, safety, safety. There are literally hundreds of ways to practice safety in our everyday lives. Whether you work in the field or in an office, or even if you are home relaxing, safety should always be a priority. Customers may contact CPS Energy for more electric and gas safety information. Refer to the helpful numbers listed on the inside front cover page.